My name is Brett, you'd already know that, and this is my story on how COVID played its part in changing my life in 2020. Roll footage. Right, this is the story about COVID changed my life. And before you think you're watching a video how COVID changed my life because I got COVID, no. What you're doing is you're watching a life history of 2020 when COVID hit and how it changed my life for the positive. A quick rundown, and I mean, you've got to appreciate, I've recorded this video numerous amounts of times and deleted the footage thinking that it's not the right thing to put out there, but you know, to put a spin on things, it is the right thing to put out there. I'm literally telling the story how COVID changed my life, and this is how it did it. 2020, my son said to me about going to play football in the back garden, and we had a small garden, and I was like, yeah, okay. And I went out there, and I literally lasted 30 seconds playing football. And when I came back in, I was ashamed of myself, literally ashamed that I could only go and play football with like my 4-year-old son for 30 seconds before I got out of breath. At that time I weighed 21 stone 8 pound, so I was a big boy, and it was just a thing where I just eaten too much and got out of control. You know, it makes me sad to think and look back that having 2 young kids, that's what I'd become. I'd just become this big fat blob that sat on the sofa and didn't really take care of themselves. And let's be honest with you people, it probably almost cost me my marriage as well. So in 2020, in around June, I took advice off my friend Greg, Keto Greg. You'll find him on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. I'll link everything down below. But I changed my life through his advice, and that was literally to go on the keto diet and cut out what people consider good things: rice, potato, bread, pasta. At that time, you know, pasta and rice was something I didn't really eat. Bread, oh my God, it's a daily thing. And potatoes, you can't eat a meal without potatoes, or can you? You can. So I quickly learned that, you know, eating egg, chicken, steak, salad, certain vegetables was what I could eat. I mean, it was kind of like a dream for me, because steak, salad, chicken, salad, fish, okay, some fish, salad, cauliflower cheese. I mean, you can't pick some better foods than that. That is some of the best foods that you can pick, because I love steak. You come to my house, you'll always find it. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, 2020, I decided it was time to change my life. I started doing walks to get some exercise in. I started doing the keto diet. I started doing whatever I could, and it became like a little bit of an obsession. In the first 2 weeks, I dropped half a stone, or over half a stone. I think it was about 11 or 12 pounds. It's almost a stone in the first 2 weeks. I had to lose. I was putting the effort in. I literally was putting the effort in. I was walking, and I slowly got into running. And I mean slowly, because I was a slow runner. But that's part of how all this began with the triathlon. I literally was giving it a go and losing weight, and this went on for, I lost 5.5 stone in 13 weeks. It wasn't just what I was eating, it was putting in the effort. I put in the effort. I was doing the running, the exercising. If you look back through my videos, you'll see somewhere I ran 150 miles in a month, August of 2020. So that goes to show how quick it was, because it was 2020, June 2020, when I started losing the weight. By August 2020, I'd lost the weight, or most of the weight, and I'd run 150 miles. It turned to be 177 miles, and that was with a training partner, Alex. But I did it. In that space of time, I run 2 10 miles, 1 half marathon. I mean, to go from couch to 5k, they reckon 6 to 8 weeks. I think I did that in 4 weeks. It was about 4 weeks. So, in context, deciding to change the way things were done and running the half marathon was a game changer for me in 2020. Obviously, using COVID as the stepping stone for it to lose this weight. I mean, I'll drop some pictures in now of some of the stuff I used to eat, and please, beef, please people, it does not bad, right? You be the judge of that one anyway. So once I got used to the food and losing the weight and putting the exercise in and that, I mean, it revolutionised my life. It changed my life. It made me a lot fitter and healthier. And I went through 2020 going from fat to fit. September, after I'd lost the weight and done the big month of run, that's when it happened. That's when Alex broke the hip, which subsequently brought a lot of training, understandably, to a bit of a halt, a bit of a standstill. I mean, I get it. It's a broken hip. We was purely doing the running, and obviously a broken hip. We battled on through it. We did the best we could. And that's when the swimming started. That's when the crazy idea came for a triathlon. I mean, I'm saying crazy idea because I still find it crazy myself that I'm even going to try and do this. So that brought about some lesser training, not as much training. When you've got a routine and you break the routine, that's when things become hard to get back in the routine. And for one reason or another, the routine broke. I mean, so did Alex's hip. But, I mean, I still get the blame for that. I mean, it's a bit harsh, isn't it, people? Yeah, so that took us into 2021. The year started off okay. Well, we were still training, but not as much. Getting to the gym, but not as much. Getting the swims in, but not as much. I mean, it just slowed down. I went on a little bit of a trip in my own gym. Started working hard. Stacking on a little bit. Doing alright. Muscle, not fat. And had the idea of the triathlon. Went out and brought a proper road bike. In fact, I brought an aero bike, so even faster than a normal bike. I brought it on I picked it up on the Saturday. I brought a Giant Propel Advance 1 disc. Fast bike, people. I mean, come the following Wednesday, I was out for a ride, experiencing the speed of aforementioned bike. And then this hill appears as I was looking down at the bike computer to see how far I'd left to go. It's amazing, I had 5.4 miles to go. Unfortunately, I was doing 30 odd miles an hour down a hill, come up to a blind bend, and you're right, Peel, off I came. And that's the day that I broke my elbow, and that changed everything for 2021. I mean, 6 weeks of not being able to do anything. And I'm not gonna lie, Peel, I put about a stone on. See, my shadow's even bigger now. Put about a stone on and felt sorry for myself. But now I'm back. I'm back in training. It is the 18th of December 2021 now. I'm back in training for these triathlons that I've booked. 2 in 2022. Yeah. I'm determined though, people. 2022 is approaching. This was just a quick video to basically point out how I changed my life. And kudos to Greg Sangster. I mean, it's because of him that I lost this weight. If he hadn't started the keto, I mean, you've got to go and check Greg out. Absolutely got to go and check Greg out. He's lost 9 stone. I mean, I don't think my kid weighs that. He's lost my daughter, more than my daughter. So that's a quick recap of 2020 to 2021. If there's anything I missed, drop me a comment down below and I'll gladly get back to you and give you the answer. So I guess what I want to say is thank you to my kids through 2020 and 21, putting up with me. The lifestyle change did affect everyone. I want to say thank you to Alex for the motivation and for giving me the desire and the get up and go to actually do it in 2020 and 2021. 2022 though, I think we've got a plan worked out. And the biggest thank of all goes out to Kirsty Francis, wifey as I call her, because without her none of that would have actually happened, because she's the one supporting me through the thick thing, the shit, the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything. I've had my ups, I've had my downs, I've had all sorts. I don't know if I'd have got through 2020 and 2021 with all this exercise and the change in lifestyle of eating, all of that. She does her best to sort of support me with what I'm eating. She's not the biggest eater of steak and chicken and salad like I've become. She's more all about eating like a nice roast dinner, a lasagna, you know, fairly carb heavy. It all depends on what type of training you're doing, so how many carbs taken. I try and limit mine on days I'm not working out. On the days that I'm working, I'll probably have a little bit more carb. I mean, I put about 1.5 stone back on, but I mean, I couldn't help that with the broken elbow and the bad knee. I was just literally limited on what I could do. But people, thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, drop them down below and I'll get back to you. 2022 is going to be massive. Let's do this together. Peace out.